Hello everyone. Today we'll be going through Mathematics Paper 1. This is non-calculator. 3rd November 2021 MA1/1H. This is Pearson Edexcel paper and this is GCSE 9-1, level 1, level 2. Let us move to the question. Question number 1. Write your answers in the space provided. You must write down all the stages in your working. So we have to show the working, complete working. Question number 1. The first 5 terms of an arithmetic sequence are. These are the terms provided, and if we check the difference between these two is plus 3, again plus 3. So common difference is plus 3, so d value is equal to 3. D value is equal to 3 and a value, the first term is 1, so we can apply the formula a n. Nth term we need to find. They're saying write down an expression in terms of n for the nth term of the sequence. So a n will be equal to, we can write a n is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, and this is the formula which we will be using. If we replace the values, and this will be a value is 1 plus n minus 1 into d, which is 3, and this will be a n. So this will be, we can simplify, open the bracket, so 1 plus 3n minus 3, so this will be 3n minus 2, and our answer will be 3n minus 2. This will be the nth term which we were supposed to find, and we are done with the question. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 2, show that. We have to show this is equal to this, so we can take left hand side. Left hand side is equal to 2 whole 1 over 3 multiplication 3 whole 3 by 4, and we can solve like 2 whole 1 by 3. This will be multiplied by 2. 3 into 2 will be 6, and then we will be adding 1. 6 plus 1 will be 7, so 7 over 3, and this will be similarly 3 whole 3 by 4. This will 4 will be multiplied by 3, so it will be 12. 12 plus 3 will be 15, so 15 over 4, and now we can cancel. 3 ones are 3, 3 fives are 15. There is no further cancellation possible, so we can write 7 fives are 35. 35 over 4. Now we can divide 35 by 4, and 4 eights are 32, and 3 will be the remainder, and we can rotate this, and this will be 8 whole 3 by 4, which is same as right hand side, so we can write left hand side is equal to right hand side, hence it is proved. This was 3 marks question. Now question number 3, it says the diagram shows the graphs, and these are the graphs shown: graph A, graph B, graph C and D, and each of the equations in the table in the equation of one of the graphs. So they have provided us the equations in this table. These are the equations. 4 equations are provided, and later of the graph we have to complete this table. So if we identify, the first equation is cubic graph, and cubic graph we know is of this format. Like for example, here we are drawing the coordinates, so if it is plus x cube, this will be the graph, and if it is minus x cube, which is in this case minus x cube, so it will be in this quadrant and this quadrant. So this red graph will be cubic graph. We will check which one is cubic graph. Basically graph B is cubic graph, which is negative cubic graph. So we will write here B. Our answer to this will be B. And this one is cubic graph, which is this black graph which we have drawn earlier. This is minus x cube. So x cube will be basically graph C, so we will write here letter C. And this is quadratic graph. Quadratic graph is basically opening upward, U-shaped graph, opening upward if it is plus x square. If it is minus x square, so it will be opening downward, U-shaped opening downward. This will be minus x square if coefficient of x square is minus. In this case plus x square, so we can take this one, which is graph D, as our answer. So this one, this is reciprocal graph 1 over x, and reciprocal graphs are like we are having this section and this section, so in these two quadrants. So if we check this one, graph A is basically reciprocal graph, so we can write letter over here A. Hopefully you understood this. I provided you the reason also. Now question number 4. Question number 4 says the diagram shows the 4 triangles. Triangle A, B, C and D, 4 triangles they have shown, and 2 of these triangles are congruent right on the letters of these 2 triangles. Now if we check, this triangle is having 2 angles. Triangle A is having 2 angles, and we can find this third angle also, and third angle will be what we can calculate, which will be adding these 2 angles and subtracting from 180. So 55 plus 45 will be 100. So this angle will be 80. 180 minus 100, 180 minus 100 will be equal to 80 degrees. This is how we can figure out this is 80 degrees. Now after this we can figure out this angle as well, which is 80 plus 45 degrees, and we will subtract from 180. So this is 125, and this will be 180 minus 125 will be equal to 55 degrees, and this angle, which is this one, is 55 degrees. Now we found the third angle by using the 2 provided angles, and you can see in between 45 and 55 angle the side is 10. So adjacent to 45 and 55 side is 10, and the same is the case in this also, and all 3 angles are congruent, so these triangles are congruent. So triangle A and triangle D are congruent, so we can provide over here triangle A and triangle D, these are congruent. Hopefully you understood. Now question number 5. Question number 5 says Cian pays £10 for 24 bars, 24 chocolate bars. He sells all 24 chocolate bars for 50 pence each. Work out Cian's percentage profit. So first of all we will have to calculate the selling price, which is by selling 24 chocolates each at the price of 50p. So now we can calculate the price of the chocolate. Selling price will be equal to 24 multiplied by 50, and this will be equal to 24 multiplied by 50 will be 0, and this will be 20 and 10 and 12, so 1200. Now we can convert into pounds. So this is P, and this is equal to 1200 divided by 100, and this will be pound, and two zeros will be cancelled with this one, and this is equal to 12 pounds. So we can write this as 12 pounds. Now the profit will be purchasing price is 10, so profit will be equal to 12 pound minus 10 pound, and this will be equal to 2 pounds. So 2 pounds is the profit, and percentage profit will be, which is our target percentage profit, will be 2 pound profit is against 10 pounds because investment was 10 pound. Now for percentage we will multiply by 100, and 0 will be cancelled, and 10 twos are 20, so this will be 20%. Our answer will be 20 over here. Hopefully you understood each and everything, and this was the rough work which we can cancel or delete over here. Now we can move to question number 6. Question number 6 says a triangle ADC is a triangle. A and D and C and AED and ABC are straight lines. EB is parallel to DC, so this parallel symbol is also provided. Angle EBC is 148 degrees and this angle is 63 degrees. Work out the size of the angle EAB. EAB, they are asking for this angle, so this angle is basically required. You must give a reason for each stage of your working. Now first of all we can write this angle is 180 minus 148, so this angle will be 180 degree minus 148 degree, and that will be equal to 32 degrees, and this step we will write over here, and we can write angle EBA is equal to 180 degree minus 148 degrees, and this is equal to 32 degrees. And what will be the reason? The reason we will provide, we can write angle at a straight line add up to 180 degree. Angle at straight line add up to 180 degrees. So this will be the reason which we have provided for this statement. Now we can write this angle which will be same as this angle, so this will be 63 degrees, so we will write angle AEB is equal to 63 degrees. So angle AEB, angle AEB is equal to 63 degrees, and this is basically angles at parallel lines, basically corresponding angles. So we can write here corresponding angles of parallel lines. So this is the reason which we have provided. Now we can find this required angle as well, and this will be what? This will be 180. Out of 180 we have to subtract two angles. One is 63 degrees and the second angle will be 32 degrees, so it will be 95. If we sum of this one will be 95, so 180 minus 95 will be 85, so we can write 85 degrees, and this angle will be 85 degrees, which is the required angle. So we can write angle EAB. So our last angle EAB is equal to this working we will write over here 180 minus 63 plus 32. 180 minus 63 plus 32, which is equal to 180 degrees minus 95 degrees, which is equal to 85. So this will be 85 degrees, and the reason for this one will be angles, interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. This will be the reason. So all three statements we have provided, and we have provided the reasons also, and this is basically 5 marks question which we have done. So our answer will be 85 degrees. Now question number 7. Question number 7 says the table shows information about the height in centimeters of a group of 9 girls, and this is the table. Least height is provided 150 centimeter, median is this one, greatest height is this one, 170 degrees Celsius, 170 centimeters. This stem and leaf diagram shows information about the heights in centimeters of a group of 15 year 9 boys. So this is stem and leaf diagram they have provided, and this is the key also provided. Compare and the distribution of the heights of the girls with the distribution of the heights of the boys. So we have to compare. So from this stem and leaf diagram we can, this is for the boys. So for the boys stem and leaf diagram we can add, for example, least height is what? Least height will be 158 we have taken from here. So least height we can write here 158 centimeter. This is for boys, we can mention over here, and this is for girls. So 158, and the maximum height is 182 if we combine these. So it will be 182 centimeters, and the median will be, out of 15 will be 8th value. So we'll count from here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So 1 6 and 8, so this will be forming 168. So 168 centimeters will be the median. Now we have written the detail for boys also and girls also, and we can compare. One more thing we will have to write over here, and that we can compare as a range, and range means maximum minus minimum. So one, in case of girls, 170 minus 150 will be 20 centimeters will be the range in case of girls. And if we subtract 182 from 180 to 158, if we will be subtracting, so this will be 12, so this will be 7, so it will be 4 over here, and 2, so 24 is range in case of boys. 24 centimeter. So we have basically we got the range comparison also, and we will be providing this comparison in these 3-4 lines which are provided. And keep in mind this is 3 marks question, so we'll be trying to give at least 3 points so that we will maximize our chances to get 3 marks. For that one, first of all we will compare the range, and we will say that the range in case of girls is range in boys is higher. In boys is 24 centimeters. In brackets we can write range in boys is is more than range of girls, the range of girls height. So girls height, which is 20, so 20 centimeters. So this is one thing which we have mentioned, and then we can compare the median also. Median in case of boys is also higher as compared to girls. So we can write the second point. We will write over here median is in median in case of boys is also higher as compared to girls. Then what else we can write? The third point which we can mention is comparison data is basically more varying um, in case of boys. So variation of data is more in case of boys. So we can write variation of data is more, because 24 is the range, right? So variation of data is more in case of boys than in girls. So these are the 3 points which we have written over here to get 3 marks. Hopefully you understood each and everything. Now the question number 8. Question 8 says the diagram shows a prism placed on a horizontal floor, and they have provided us this formula also. The prism has height 3 meters. The volume of the prism is 18 centimeter cube, and volume is equal to 18 meter cube. This is the information provided. And what else? The pressure of on the floor due to prism is 75 newtons. So Newton per meter square. So pressure is equal to 75 Newton per meter square. So this is also piece of data which is provided. And work out the force exerted by the prism on the floor. So we have to calculate the force exerted. We can solve this like volume is equal to what? Volume is equal to 18 meter cube, and area is equal to volume over height, volume divided by height. Or we can say volume is equal to what? Volume is equal to area multiplied by height. So in this case we require area, so area will be equal to volume over height. Volume is 18 and height is 3, so this will be equal to 6 meter square. This will be the area. After calculating area, we can apply this formula. So pressure is equal to, if I change the color so that then you can identify, pressure is equal to force over area. So force will be equal to what? Force will be equal to pressure multiplied by area. and pressure is 75 and area is 6. So this will be the force which we can calculate, and this will be 75 into 6 will be what? This will be 450 newtons. So our answer will be 450 newtons is already there. So this is how we can solve this question. Hopefully you understood each and everything. Question number 9. Write these numbers in order of size. Start with the smallest number. So what we can do, we can arrange them, we can change them into all into decimal. We will try to finish this parts and accommodate these parts. So this can be written as, if I change color, this can be written as 672 10 raised to the power 5. So decimal will be moved to the right 5 units to the right. So 7, 1 jump, 2 jump, 3, 4 and 5. So 3 zeros we have to add over here. Similarly for this one we can write this will be -4. So 4 units will be 1, 2, 3 and 4 units will be moved to the left. So it will be 0.00672. This will be in the number in form of decimal, and this one we can write 672, and this will be 1, 2, 3 and 4 zeros, and this is already in the same format which we are looking for. Now we can compare all these, and the first smallest will be this one if we compare the decimals. So this will be the smallest one, and second one will be this one, third one will be this one will be third one, and the fourth one will be this. And after arranging, we can now write over here number 0.000672, and the second will be 67.2 into 10 raised to -4, and the third number will be 6.72 into 10 raised to 5, and the biggest number will be 672 into 10 raised to the power 4. This will be the highest number. We have arranged them in ascending order because they are saying start with the smallest number. Hopefully you understood this. This was a 2-mark question. Now we can move to the question number 10. Question number 10 says, given that A over B is equal to 2 by 5 and B over C is equal to 3 by 4, find A ratio B ratio C. So what we can do, we can write A ratio B ratio C. This is what we need to find. I have written this. Now we have value of A over B and B over C. So we can divide all these ratios by B and we will get this one. And now further we can cancel this and we will get 1, and this one also 1. So we will get modified value A over B we have, which is 2 by 5. So we can write 2 by 5, and ratio this will be 1, and ratio this we require C over B, but we have B over C. So we'll write reciprocal of 3 by 4, which is 4 by 3. And now to get rid of denominator, we will multiply each and every thing by 15, and this will be 1 ratio 15, and this will be 4 by 3 ratio multiply by 15. Now this can be cancelled. 5 1s are 5, 5 3s are 15, 3 1s are 3, and 3 5s are 15. Now we will be multiplying 2 into 3 will be 6, ratio this will be 15, and ratio this will be 20, and this will be our final answer. 6 ratio 15 ratio 20. This will be the final answer for this question. Hopefully you understood this. This was 3-mark question. Now question number 11. Question 11 says find the value, A part, find the value of this. So we can rewrite this as 81 into 10 raised to the power 8 whole raised by 1 by 4. So 81 can be written as 81, we can write 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. So this will be 9, 9 into 3 will be 27, 27 into 3 will be 21. So 3 raised to the power 4. So we can write 3 raised to the power 4. So this will be 3 raised power 4 into 10 raised power 8 whole raised power 1 by 4. And this one we can write 3 raised power 4 into 1 over 4 into 10 raised power 8 into 1 over 4. Separate powers we have written. Now we can cancel. 4 will be cancelled and this 4 will be cancelled and we'll get 2, and this will be equal to 3 raised to power 1, it means 3 multiplied by 10 raised to power 2. 10 raised to power 2 is 100, so 3 multiplied by 100 will be equal to 300. So 300 will be our final answer, and this was 2 marks part which we had done. Find the value of, find the value, B part is find the value of this one, which we can rewrite it as 864. We can write 8 square and whole raised to the power minus 1 by 2, and this 2 and 2 will be cancelled, and this will be equal to a raised to minus 1, which this power we can change to plus by shifting numerator into denominator. So 8 raised by 1, so which will be equal to 1 over 8. So 1 over 8 will be our final answer. This will be 2 marks question. Hopefully you understood this. Now part C says write this one as the power of 3. Now we can rewrite 3 raised to n over 9. We can write 3 square as 9 and whole raised to n minus 1, and this will be 3 raised to n over 3 raised to 2n minus 2. 2 is multiplied by n minus 1. Now we can shift this 3 raised by 2n minus 2 from denominator to numerator. So it will be n minus, it will be 2n minus 2, and if we open the bracket, it will be 3 raised by n minus 2n plus 2, and this one we can write it as 3 raised by 2 minus n, and this will be our final answer. Hopefully you understood this, and we can write 3 raised by 2 minus n. This is a 2 marks part which we are done with. Now question number 12. Question number 12 is cumulative frequency, and the table is provided. The table gives information about the weekly wages of 80 people. So these are wages in pounds, and this is frequency, and what we have to do, complete the cumulative frequency table. This is A part, and cumulative frequency part, if you check, this is 5. So we will write first value up to 250. 200 to 250 will be 5, and then 200 to 300 we will add 5 in 10 and we will get 15. The next value 20 we will add in 15, so we'll get 35, and next value 35 we will add in 20, we will get 55, and in 55 we will add 15, so we'll get 70. 70 plus 10 will be 80. So this is the cumulative frequency part table which we have done, which is 1 mark question. A part is over. B part, on the grid opposite, draw the cumulative frequency graph of for your complete table. So drawing graph is basically basically 2 marks question. So we can draw over here. First value will be up to 250 is 5. So up to 255 we will indicate over here. This is 250 and 5 will be this one. So this will be our first mark. Second mark will be for 300. Up to 300 is 15. So 315 indication we have to show. 315 will be this one. Next data is 350 to 35. So 350 and 35 will be this point which we have indicated, and next will be 455. So 455 we will indicate on the cumulative frequency graph. 455 will be over here. This will be the indication. Then 450 70. So 450 is to 70. 450 is this line and 70 is over here. Hopefully you are understanding each and everything. Next last term is 500 is to 80. So 500 is to 80 is which one? 500 is the second last line and 80 is this one. So this will, now we have to draw the cumulative frequency curve. For cumulative frequency curve, we will be starting from 250 and we will be plotting this one, and you need to draw the smoother curve like this and then moving like this one and curving like this, and we have to join this like this one. So almost smoother curve we have drawn. Basically this one I will redraw this portion. Okay, so this is done now, and the first one also we need to modify a little like this one. Then what else? This is done. This is 2 marks part which we have drawn. Now they are saying, Joan says 60% of this group of people have a weekly wage of 360 or less. 60%. So 60% we can calculate 60% of what? 60% of 80 we can calculate over here. 60% of 80. So this 0 is cancelled with this 0 is cancelled with this, so 6 8s are 48. So we'll be checking for 48, and this is 45, this is 50. So in between that one, 46 47 48 will be, this line will be 48, and we have to draw the reference for 48, and for that one we can draw a line, and that line is over here. Basically I'll redraw line trying to be accurate, and this will be the 48 line. Now we can draw from this side, this will be the reference, and this is we can take it as basically 380. We can take this one. So 380 will be the reference, and they are saying wages. So 60% of this group of people have a weekly wage of 360 or less. So we can say that C part is John is correct. So basically she's incorrect because it's not 60. 60% is not 360. She's telling us 60% is 360, but we got 380. So we will write John is incorrect as 60% is not 360 pounds. It is 380 pounds basically. This is what we can mention. So this is done. We are done with the paper. Now we can, with this question, now we can move to the question number 13. And question number 13 is, there are A, B, C. Basically, these are the liquids A, B are mixed to make liquid C. Liquid A has a density of this, and liquid A has mass of this. So liquid B has density of this and volume of this. So work out the density of the liquid C. So what we can do, we can take liquid A, B and C. So these are three types of liquids, and for liquid A we have provided with the density. So rho we can write density, or D we can write density is equal to 70 kg per meter cube. I'm just mentioning 70, and mass is equal to 1400 kg. And in case of B, density is provided, or you can represent by rho or D, so it will be 280 is the density, and volume is provided, which is 30 meter cube. And for C we will be checking what we will be doing. Now we can first find, we know the density is equal to what? Density is equal to T is equal to mass per unit volume. So mass over volume. So this is basically the formula which we will be using, and this will be, the volume will be equal to what? Volume will be equal to mass over density. So mass is 1400 divided by 70. So this will be cancelled and this will be 20. So volume will be equal to 20, and this will be meter cube. So volume of A is 20 meter cube. And now we can check for mass by using these two details which are provided. We can calculate mass, and density we know equal to mass over volume. So mass will be equal to density into volume. So we can write M will be equal to 280 into 30, and this will be equal to 0, this will be 84. So 8400 will be mass. So this will be in kilograms. So mass will be this one. Now we can add the masses. M in for C will be adding mass of A and B. So mass of A and B will be mass of A is 1400 plus mass of B is 8400, and this will be equal to 9800 after addition. And volume is what? Volume of C is volume of B plus volume of A. So this will be 20 plus 30, which is 50. So with 50 meter cubes, this will be kg. So density will be equal to, we can write D will be equal to mass per unit volume. So 9800 divided by 50, and if we cancel we will get 196, and this will be kilogram per meter cube. So 196 will be our final answer for this question. Hopefully you understood. This was 3 marks question. Hopefully you understand each and everything. Now question number 14. Question 14, Sally 14 says Sally plays 2 games against Martin. In each game Sally could win, draw or lose. So in each game they play, the probability that Sally will win against Martin is 0.3, and the probability that Sally will draw against Martin is 0.1. So work out the probability that Sally will win exactly one of the 2 games against Martin. So now first of all we can calculate the probability of not win will be what? The probability of Saleh will win against Martin is 0.3. So 1 minus 0.3 will be equal to 0.7. So 0.7 will be for not win. So now we can calculate exactly one win will be what. So this one we can write not win is equal to this one. So exactly one of the two games against Martin win. So win exactly one out of one of the two. That it means that compulsorily one is won and the second one is lost. So second lost will be this one, not win. So it can be first win, second lost, or it can be first lost and second win. So in that scenario, it will be this situation. So we'll add these two probabilities, and if we add these two probabilities, this will be what? This will be um, 20, this will be 0.21 plus 0.21, and this will be equal to 0.42. So 0.42 will be the probability of exactly one win. Hopefully you understood this probability question. This was 3-mark question. First of all, we have calculated not win probability of not win we have calculated. Then the probability of winning exactly one out of two games, and that is this one. Hopefully you understand this. Now question number 15, the state line. This is state line question number 15. The state line L1 has equation this. So the state line L2 is perpendicular to L1. So we can write the gradient of L2 which is perpendicular. So gradient of L1 is what? Gradient of L1 is equal to 3. So this is the gradient which we have mentioned over here, and L2 is perpendicular to L1, so it will be having reciprocal and change sign. So minus 1 over 3, from here we have taken reciprocal and change sign. So gradient of L2 will be minus 1 over 3, and they're saying and passes through the point 9 and 5. So this point we can mention over here, 9 and 5 is the point. So this is the gradient, this is the point. So what we have to do, we have to find the equation of L2. So we can write the equation y is equal to, basically we can write the equation of line in point slope form. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So you can find c value first, and then you can use y is equal to mx plus c equation, which is equation of line point slope form, basically slope intercept form. You can use that route, or this is the easier route which I'm taking. Hopefully you will try this and this will be very easy. So y minus y1 is 5, so we will write minus 5 is equal to m is minus 1 by 3, so we can write here minus 1 over 3, and x minus x1 will be 9, so we can write here minus 9. So we will multiply minus 1 by 3 inside and shift minus 5 also to the side, so it will be minus 1 over 3x and plus 9 over 3 and plus 5, and further we can rewrite it as y is equal to minus 1 over 3x plus 3 plus 5 will be plus 8. So our equation will be y is equal to minus 1 over 3x plus 8, and this will be the final answer for 3 marks. Hopefully you understood this also. Then question number 16. Shirley wants to find an estimate of the number of bees in her hive. On Monday, she catches 90 of the bees. She puts a mark on each bee and returns them to her hive. On Tuesday, she catches 120 of bees. She finds that 20 of these bees have been marked. Work out an estimate for the total number of bees in her hive. So 20 out of 120 are marked. So we can write 20 out of 120. And if it is 90, uh, 90 will be giving us, basically this will be 90 over n we can find, and n will be equal to, by cross multiplication, this will be 90 into 120 divided by 20, and this cancellation we can cancel. 2 6 are 12, and this will be 0. 6 multiplied by 90 will be 0, and 6 into 9 will be 54, so 540. So this n value will be 540. Estimate for the total number of hives, which we have estimated as 540. Now they're saying Shirley assumes that none of the marks had rubbed off between Monday and Tuesday. If Shirley's assumption is wrong, while what explain what effect this would have on your answer to part A. So if the marks are like will be reduced of chalet will be having overestimation in that case. So we can write in that case Shirley is basically um, uh, we would have overestimated. So this is only 1 mark. The reason we have provided our opinion also. Now question number 17. Make F a subject. So making subject. So we will be cross multiplying. We can write d over 1 is equal to 3 into 1 minus f over f minus 4. Cross multiply. So it will be df minus 4d is equal to 3 minus 3f. F term, this one we can shift to the other side, and we will get df plus 3f, and minus 4d we can shift to the other side, so 3 plus 4d, and f we can take common, so inside will be d plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 4d, and d plus 3 we can shift to other side, so it will be 3 plus 4d divided by d plus 3. This will be the final answer, and keep in mind this is very easy 4 marks question which we have done. So f will be equal to 3 plus, so making subject basically is easier. If you are focusing and practicing in exam, you can perform better in this. Now question number 18, they're saying x is proportional to under root of y, where y is greater than 0, y is increased by 44%. So we can write x is proportional to y. So we can write x is proportional to under root of y, and we can write x is equal to k y raised to the power 1 by 2. Y is increased by 44%. So it means this is increasing by 44%, 1.444, and y raised to 1 by 2 we can write like this, and this will be what? work out the percentage increase in x. Basically, we need to calculate this portion, which is 1.44 under root 1.44 under root. We need to calculate, and if we multiply, this will be equal to basically 1.2. So square of 1.2, like for example 1.2 multiplied by 1.2, if we multiply, this will be 144. 12s are 144, and these numbers on the right to the decimal are 2, so we can put decimal over here. So this will be 1. We can write as 1.2 square under root. Square and under root will cancel, so we can write like this. So under root of 1.44 will be equal to 1.2, and 1.2 is in terms of percentage is what? This is 20%, so this implies 20%. This will be our answer. So 20 will be here, and percentage symbol is already there. This was 3-mark question. Now we can move to the question number 19, which is functions question. Question number 19 says f and g are functions such that f of x is equal to this one, and g of x is also defined. A part, find g of 5. So g of 5 we need to find. G of x is this one, so we'll replace in this 5. X is equal to 5, so it will be 3 into 2 into 5 plus 1, and we can simplify. This will be 2 into 5 will be 10. 10 plus 1 will be 11. So 3 into 11 will be equal to 33. So our answer will be 33. It's 1-mark part, which we are done. Now B part, find g f of 9. So first of all we will find f of 9, because we are in function from right to left. 9 will be what? F of 9 will be 12 over under root 9, which is equal to 12 over 3. So we can cancel this. So this will be equal to 4. So it means now we will apply g of f of 9, and f of 9 is 4. So we will find g of 4, and g of 4 we can replace 4 in g of x, and that will be 3 into 2 into 4 plus 1, and this will be equal to 3 into 8 plus 1, which is 9. So 9 to 3 will be 27. So our answer will be 27 over here, which is 2 marks part. This is also done. Now C part, they are saying find g inverse of 6. First of all, we will write g of x. G of x is equal to what? G of x is equal to 3 into 2x plus 1. 3 into 2x plus 1. This will be g of x, and this is basically our y. Y is equal to 3 into 2x plus 1. Now we can make x as subject, so this will be 1 by 3y, or we can write y over 3 is equal to 2x plus 1. 1 also we can shift to other side, so 2x is equal to y over 3 minus 1. Y over 3 minus 1, and now we can basically shift 2 also to other side, so x will be equal to 1 by 2 into y by 3 minus 1, and we can swap x and y, so this will be y is equal to 1 by 2 into x by 3 minus 1, and this one, it means g inverse of x. G inverse of x is equal to 1 by 2 x by 3 minus 1. Now we need to find g inverse of 6, and this will be equal to 1 by 2 into 6 by 3 minus 1. So 3 2s are 6, so 2 minus 1 will be 1, so it will be 1 by 2 into 1. So our answer will be 1 by 2. So hopefully you understood. This was a 2 marks question which we are done with. Question number 20, show that this one can be written in this format where a and b are integers. So we can basically rationalize this 180 under root minus 2 under root 5 over, we can write 5 under root 5 minus 5, and we can first we will rewrite it as 180. We can write 36 into 5 under root and minus this one as it is over, this will be 5 under root 5 minus 5, and 36 can be written as 6 and under root 5 minus 2 under root 5 divided by 5 under root 5 minus 5. Further we can basically now we can rationalize 6 under root 5 minus 2 under root 5 over, this will be 5 under root 5 minus this will be 5, and after rationalization we will be writing this one as plus 5 over, this will be 5 under root 5 plus 5. This 5 we can rewrite it properly. Now we can multiply 6 into, we can just, I'm just writing the numerator in brackets like this in brackets, and 5 under root 5 plus 5, numerator I have just written in brackets, and a plus b, a minus b formula we can apply. A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So this is the formula which we will applying on the denominator, and this will be a minus b, a plus b, so it will be a square minus b square, which is 5 under root 5 squared minus 5 squared, and this one we can rewrite it as, if we multiply, this will be 30 into 5 will be 150. Basically this will be 150 if we multiply this with this, then we will be multiplying minus 2 under root 5 with basically 6 and under root 5 with 5 under root 5 will give us 150, then 6 under root 5 multiply by plus 5 will be plus 30 under root 5, and then minus 2 in under root 5 multiplied by 5 under root 5 will be minus 10 under root 5, and further we can multiply minus 2 under root 5 with basically 1 2 second term, and third term will be this one, and fourth term will be 10 into 5 will be 20, so minus this will be basically 50, so minus 50 over here. So and denominator will be what? Denominator will be square of this will be 125, so we can write 125 minus this will be square of 5 will be 25. Now further we can simplify 150 minus 50 will be 100, and 30 under root 5 minus 10 under 5 will be plus 20 under root 5, and this will be divided by 125 minus 25 will be 100, and this one we can rewrite it as 100 over 100 will be 1 plus 20, otherwise we can write one more step, we can write 100 over 100 and plus 20 under root 5 over 100, and this will be 1 1, and this will be 21s are 20 and 25s are 100, and this will be final answer under 5 over 5, and this one is the final answer which we can provide. This was 4-mark question which we are done, and this is in form of this one, a plus So A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 5. So we can write A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 5. This will be our final answer. Hopefully you understood this. Now question 21. 21 says triangle DEF, and it is provided P is the midpoint. So this P is midpoint of FDQ is midpoint of DE, Q is midpoint of DE, and FD is A, so this side is A, and FE is B, so FE is this side which is B, and this side is FD, and use a vector method to prove PQ is parallel to FE. So FE PQ is parallel to FE, so PQ we can identify by joining P with Q. This will be our PQ which we can join, and PQ will be this one. So we need to prove that PQ is parallel to FE, and now we can understand PD will be A by 2, and this will be the direction, and this will be also A by 2, and this is B, and DE we can calculate. We can write over here ED. ED is equal to what? ED is equal to ED, we can take this root minus B, and this will be A, so minus B plus A, or we can write A minus B. So this side is A minus B, this whole side the ED. So ED direction we can mention over here, by arrow we can show. So half of ED will be EQ, so we can write A minus B by 2, and this will also be A minus B by 2. So we have written all the sides basically in terms of vectors. Now we can write PQ. PQ will be equal to what? If we check, PQ vector will be equal to we can start from P and we'll have to reach to Q, so we can write PF. We can take this route PF. Which route we will be taking? Basically we will be taking this route. Hopefully you understand this. So we can take PF plus FE vector and plus EQ vector. So these three vectors we need to add. And PF is what? PF is minus A by 2. So minus A by 2 plus FE is B. This one B. So we can write plus B. And the last one is EQ, which is plus A minus B by 2. So we can now rewrite this one as minus A by 2 plus B, and this one we can rewrite as plus A by 2 and minus B by 2 separately, and after cancellation this one can be cancelled, and PQ will be, vector will be equal to plus B minus B by 2, which is equal to B by 2. So this is B by 2. So FE is equal to what? FE vector is given as B. So if you can see, if you see, this is basically uh, this and this. These two are multiple of each other. So we can write PQ, we can write FE and PQ vectors are multiple of each other. Hence parallel. So we can write FE is parallel to PQ like this. This will be our final answer. This is 4 marks part which we are done. Hopefully you understood this. Now this is interesting question. Question number 22. This is saying the diagram shows two shaded shapes A and B. Shape A is this one, shape B is this one. Shape A is formed by removing sector of a circle with radius 3x minus 1 centimeter from a sector of a circle with radius 5x minus 1 centimeter. Shape B is a circle diameter 2 minus 2x centimeter. Now they are saying the area of the shape A is equal to area of shape B. Find the value of x. You must show all your working. And now what we will be doing, area of circle. Area of B will be what? Area of B, or we can write area of B is equal to pi r squared. And pi r squared, we can write r is half of this, so we can write pi into 2 minus 2x over 2, and this will be squared. And we can write pi into, if we cancel 2, we will get 1 minus x whole square. So this will be area of B, which we got over here. We have calculated area of B. Now area of A, for area of A will be what? Area of A, shape A is a sector. So sector formula we can apply. Area of sector formula is what? Theta over 360 into pi r squared. This will be the area. Now area of bigger sector with radius this plus this, and minus we have to subtract this white portion also. So that will be, for white portion we will take radius 3x minus 1, and for the bigger one we will take 3x minus 1 plus 2x. So area of sector A will be equal to what? If we rewrite this one, so area of sector A is equal to area of sector shaded portion, basically bigger sector, which we can write theta, which is 45 degrees, divided by 360 degrees into pi and r squared, and r is what? 3x minus 1 plus 2x, and this will be squared. Minus, we need to subtract the white portion, so that will be also area of a smaller sector. That will be 45 degrees divided by 360, and pi and r squared will be what? R will be 3x minus 1, and this will be squared, and we will be solving this one. And we can now solve it as 45 over 360. We can cancel, this will be 8, so we can write pi by 8 into 3x plus 2x will be 5x, so 5x minus 1 whole square, minus this will be also cancelled, and this will be 8, so it will be pi by 8 into 3x minus 1 squared. And further we can basically take pi by 8 common, so pi by 8 inside will be 5x minus 1 squared minus 3x minus 1 squared. And now we can open these squares, and we can write pi by 8 inside will be 5x minus 1 squared will be 5x, will be 25x squared, plus 1 squared will be 1, minus 2 into AB, which will be 10x, so minus 10x. We will put in brackets, and minus Next will be, we will open the square of this, will be 9x squared and plus 1 and minus this will be 6x and bracket close. And now we can open this bracket, and this will be what, 25x squared plus 1 minus 10x and minus 9x squared minus 1 plus 6x. And now we can further simplify pi by 8. Pi by 8 is inside will be what, 25 minus 9 will be 16x squared and minus this will be 4x and plus 1 will be cancelled with minus 1. So basically this will be our term. Now we can take common 4 and it will be cancelled and we'll get pi by 2 4x squared minus x. And now we can solve rest of the portion on this side, and they're saying shape A, area of shape A is equal to the area of shape B. So shape A is, area is this one, area of shape A is this one, so this is equal to this. We will equalize them, and if we equalize, before equalizing I would like to, I would basically I wanted to shrink this one a little if we can, so that we can, this is the readable size and we have reduced this. So this one is sector, so I will write here sector again. Okay, so we are successful in shrinking. Now we can solve here the rest of the portion, which is just equalizing. I'll change the color for your basically better understanding. So pi by 2 into 4x square minus x is equal to, this is area of A which I have copied, is equal to area of B, which is pi into 1 minus x squared. So pi will be cancelled from both sides and we can shift 2 also to other side, and that this 2 will be, so equation will become 4x squared minus x is equal to 2 into 1 minus x whole square. And this one, now we can open 4x square minus x is equal to 2 into 1, we will open the square, it will be 1 plus this will be x squared minus 2x, and this will be 4x squared minus x is equal to 2 plus 2x squared minus 4x. Now we can shift everything to this side, so 4x squared, right here, 4x squared minus 2x squared and minus x minus plus 4x and minus 2 is equal to 0. Now this will be our quadratic equation, and we can write 4x squared, basically this will be 2x squared, 4x squared minus 2x squared will be 2x squared, and this will be plus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. We can factorize this, and this will be x will be equal, we can apply quadratic formula basically, and minus b uh, or minus, okay, so minus b or a value will be what, a value will be, a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 3 and c is equal to minus 2. So x is equal to minus b plus minus b square, which is 3 square 9, b square minus 4ac. So I will write here b square minus 4a into c over 2a. 2 into a will be 2, and this one further we can rewrite it as, this will be minus 3 plus minus this will be 9, 9 plus 16 will be 25, so it will be 5 over 4. So this will be, if we take plus sign, it will be 2 by 4. So one value will be x is equal to 2 by 4, which is 1 by 2, and the second value will be x is equal to basically minus 2. So we will reject this value. This is rejected. Negative, it cannot be negative, area cannot be negative, so x is equal to 1 by 2 will be our final answer. This is 5 marks. A little tricky but interesting. Hopefully you understood and enjoyed this question also. Now we can move to the question number 23. Question 23 says there are 4 types of cards in the game. Each card has a black circle or a white circle or a black triangle or a white triangle, and these are the shapes. Numbers are provided. These numbers are in the ratio of 3 and 5, and these ratios are in the ratio of 2 and 7. So express the total number of cards with a black shape as a fraction of the total number of cards in the triangle with the triangle. So this is basically 3 over a total number of cards with black shape. So there will be 3 out of 8, and divided by total this one fraction of total number of cards with the triangle are 7 out of 9. These are with the triangle, and these are basically 3. We will write 3 out of sum of ratios, which is 8, and this will be 7 out of this one 9. So 3 by 8 divided by 7 by 9, and we can rewrite it as 3 by 8 multiplication 9 by 7, and this there's no cancellation possible, so it will be 27. We'll multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator, so it will be 7 8s are 56, so it will be 27 over 56, which is done. We are done with the paper. This was 80 marks, a little lengthy but easier paper, and hopefully you understood each and everything. And if you like these type of videos in future as well, don't forget to subscribe the channel. Also introduce this channel to your respected teachers and recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.